All right, greetings. Let's do a little bit of chair yoga today. Leave ourselves feeling good. Today we're going to look at shoulders and, of course, in connection with the breath, how we can move the shoulders and allow the ribs to move more freely to give us some good comfort around the neck and middle back area, right? So if you're sitting in a chair, sit at the front of the seat. Make sure you're not leaning back, that you're upright. Plant your feet firmly. Take a nice deep breath. And let's make a little sigh. Let's do two more like that. Breathing in through the nose. Maybe we can feel the chest lift and take a hand under the heart. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Hold it. Bring your other hand to your heart. And then you can release both hands. Let's do it again. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in, hold it in. Take a hand to your heart, lift your chest, draw the head back. And then let it out. And then again, breathe in. Hold it in, bring the other hand to your chest. Release both hands, let the breath out. Good. Let's see if we can get the left shoulder to begin moving. And I'm sort of envisioning it moving in a clockwise or counterclockwise fashion, out to the side and around. I'm going to move my right shoulder, circling in on the back of my ribs. Feet are still firmly planted. We're still aware of good posture. The neck is spacious and comfortable. And you can go both directions. So now I'm still envisioning rotating my shoulder out to the side and up. In and down. You might find your movements are slower. I would encourage you to move slow or small in order to feel more. You could switch directions again. Well, you're supposed to be coloring in your book. Why don't you do your tracing so that she can do her tracing? Did you do the words?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be checking it out. Take a moment between sides, just notice how the shoulders feel. And then let's see if we can move the left shoulder in a similar way, pain-free. I'm circling or envisioning circling that floating bone in a clockwise fashion. And I could make it smaller. I don't want there to be popping or, again, any sort of pinching or discomfort. I'm going to try to feel for my seat, keeping my head back over my seat. And I'm trying to go out to the side and around. I don't need to go too far forward or too far back. I'm just trying to feel the space between the shoulder blades. And I switched directions and then I switched again. And you might find yourself wanting to do that more than once, and that's okay. Trying to stay upright. If you want to switch directions again, you can. Again, a smaller, slower movement will help you feel more. So if you're not sure what's happening or if there is any discomfort, just stay in your pain-free range. Good. Letting the shoulders rest. Now we're going to bring that relationship. Yeah, I'm recording. Will you give your pen back to your sister? Let's bring that relationship from shoulders up into the neck. Yeah. We'll inhale and draw the shoulders up. See if you can hold them there for a moment. Just draw them towards your earlobes. Try to feel again your seat. Stack your head up over your base. And then you could release them down. And then let's explore drawing the shoulders back and down so that the chest lifts a little bit. My elbows are still kind of hanging under the shoulders. And then we'll release them. And we'll draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Stay for a breath. And then you can draw the shoulders back and down. Stay for a breath. And draw the shoulders up. And draw them back and down. And just let them release, let them relax. So now I'm starting with my hands, palms down on my thighs. I'm going to think of my elbows being the, let's call it the pivot point for this. I'm going to turn my palms up, and I'm just going to let my hands come out to the sides. And then I'm going to bring my palms back down onto my lap. I'm going to change my screen here. Hopefully this will not disorient us too much. Now we can see each other a little bit better. So now I'm going to open my hands out to the sides, and then I can come back. And I'm going to turn my palms up. And I kind of imagine keeping my shoulders relatively flat against the back of my ribs. So I'm not really squeezing my shoulder blades together, but I could. Right? If it felt good, maybe we do draw the shoulders back and make a little back bend. Adding a little bit more. But the rotation's still happening at my shoulder. And then I can draw my shoulder blades back. Let's do 2 more. One more time. And bring your hands to your heart. So now I'm going to keep my chest stable, my shoulders stable. And I'm going to gently let my jaw be parallel to the floor as I look side to side. Here, come get your pen. Then you can do your tracing. Come on. Awesome. Go ahead. Go do your tracing. So now let's bring the head back to center. And now I'm going to try to keep my head stable. So my chin's going to stay over my heart where my hands are. And I could look to one side and then look to the other. And I kind of let my eyelids be heavy. And I could swing my eyes low across the floor. Or I could swing my eyes across the ceiling, looking right and left. Swinging my eyes across the ceiling. My chin is staying over my heart or behind my heart. Let my eyes relax. And then let my hands come down. So now we're going to do a little bit more on the wall. So I apologize. I'm going to turn my camera again. Cool. So hopefully you have a wall surface that you can use. So I stood up from my chair. Right? I can plant my feet. And I'm going to take my hand about shoulder height on the wall. So ideally my body is squared. I could put my left hand on my chest here because my right hand's on the wall. And you want to fan your fingers out, right? So I'm opening my fingers as much as I can. Bring your feet together and just push into the wall a little bit. And I like to look away. I'll even kind of use my left hand to pull my right chest away from the wall and just stretch into that right side. The elbow is straight. I'm pushing into the wall through the arm, right? I'm trying to stay tall and upright, pushing the wall over. I could maybe turn my chest a little bit away from the wall, press into the heel of your hand. If you can, try to press into all 5 fingers. Take a nice deep breath. Let it go. I'm going to use that in a minute. I'm going to ask you to do what I asked you to do so you could earn your dollars. You can borrow that if you need to, but I would rather it come back here. Let's try it to the other side. So I let my arm just kind of swing and release, and then I've turned the other way so that I could bring my opposite hand, in this case my left hand, to the wall. So again, it's shoulder height, and I take some time to open my fingers. So I really stretch my fingers out onto the wall. I stretch my thumb onto the wall. I bring my feet together, and I want to feel like I'm pushing myself away from the wall. So if I can't get close enough, or if I get too far, ultimately I'll be kind of leaning to the wall, and I don't want that. I want to push away from the wall, and I want to feel, if I can, even the space where my thumb can connect with the wall, right? So I'm pressing into the heel of the hand, I'm pressing into the thumb, I'm really stretching, stretching, stretching. And my right hand can come to my chest. And I already feel quite a bit happening without even needing to pull with my right hand. I'm just pressing into the wall. Maybe we look away from the wall. or we turn the chest a little bit away from the wall. It's a pretty strong stretch for me today. And then I can release it from the wall and just let the arms dangle. All right, now I'm going to position my camera a little differently. I want you to be able to feel like you can see me. And I'm going to be up against the wall here, right? Sorry for all the camera maneuvering. Okay, so now I'm going to face towards the wall. And you're going to start with your hands parallel, and you're close to the wall, right? So I'm relatively close to the wall. My pinky fingers are against the wall, and I'm just going to press into my right pinky finger, and I'm going to slide my right arm up the wall. I'm going to try not to rotate, so I don't want to rotate into the wall, right? I'm trying to stay parallel to it, and then I can slide back down. And then press into that right arm again, slide it up the wall, and then back down. Press into that right pinky finger, stretch up the wall, and the space around the neck stays relatively natural, it's neutral, spacious, right? I'm not elevating my upper trap, I'm not rotating or compensating. I'm staying squared, pushing the right pinky finger into the wall, sliding the right arm up the wall and back down. I started about ear height, and I press into the wall, and I feel a little stretch throughout here. It actually feels really nice, feels good. And I do feel a little reach from under here, right? Let's try it to the other side. So now the left pinky finger presses into the wall. It slides up the wall. You can maybe see my hand a little bit better on this side. And then I bring it back down to about ear height. And then I press into the wall.
What's that for?
That was for the laundry. Alexa, dismiss the timer. And then we'll try it again. Left arm sliding. You want to do it this time? Can you do it for me? Press that left arm into the wall, sliding the hand up. We'll do it one more time.
Hey, Alexa,
And then bring it down. Then I could relax here for a second. I'm going to change my view again because I'm going to have you bring your hands to about collarbone height. And then you're going to walk your hands back. So you're going to walk your hips back so that you're creating this down dog shape, right? So my hands are against the wall. I'm pushing away from the wall. My hips are reaching back. I'm creating all this length and space between my base and my head, right? Between my top and my base. And press your feet down and out. And then maybe we lift the heels a little bit. We come into a nice push-up position, and then we reach back again. And we could lift the heels and kind of create a little push-up position. And then you could reach back again. And one more time, come up into that push-up position. And then back. And now I'm going to see if I can lift my right leg up behind me. So I'm actually lifting my right leg. Right? So I'm lifting my right leg up behind me. And then I'm going to bring my right knee forward. And I'm going to reach my right leg back, and I'm going to push into my left hand, and then I'm going to draw my right knee forward. Alexa, dismiss the timer. And then I'm going to reach my right leg back, and then bring it forward. One more time, reach the right leg back. Lengthen from the base of your right heel to your left fingertips. Reach the left hand into the wall. Maybe we could even let go from the right hand, and then bring your right foot back to the floor. And then lift the heels. You could come up into a plank and then reach your hips back. Bring the hips forward, kind of coming into a push-up, and then stretch back. One more time, and then stretching back. Now my left leg is gonna lift. So the left leg is gonna reach behind you, okay? So your left foot is reaching back. I realize that you're gonna struggle to see me here. Just don't have as much space as I'd like to be able to have, right? So the left leg reaches back, and you're trying to keep yourself relatively squared to the wall. And then the left knee comes forward. The left leg reaches back. The left leg comes forward, right? And let's do it again. So the left leg reaches back. The left knee comes forward. One more time. And coming forward. And then reach your left leg back. Hold it. Reach from the base of your left heel into your right hand. And then lower your left foot. Come forward and back. I'm just kind of letting my heels lift, my knees bend. Got a little bounciness to it. One more. And then you can step into the wall. I'm going to turn my camera once again. So now bring yourself to the wall. You can walk your feet a little further out so that I'm in kind of a chair. I'm imagining I'm sitting in a chair, leaning back against the wall. And I'm going to see if I can take my hands up the wall. Try to see if my arms could stay against the wall. Maybe my right armpit. Can I bring the back of my right upper arm to the wall? Can I bring the back of my, elbows, my thumbs just kind of graze the wall? Maybe a few more. Just trying to feel where the shoulders can reestablish that connection to the wall. We'll do it one more time. When the arms come down, let's rise up, and I'm going to invite you to take your feet wide. And my feet are not against the wall, but my hips can come to the wall. And then I'm going to slowly fold forward. My hands could be on the wall. They could be on the back of my legs. I'm going to let my head hang. And just gently look side to side or make circles with the tip of the nose in that space in front of your face, right? When you're ready to come up, you can slide your hands up the backs of the legs or bring your hands back to the wall and then bring your feet back together. And then we're going to find our chair again, and I'm going to make the part 2 for a little bit of meditation for you. Yay!